Okay. Hello, viewers. Okay, so have you heard of Scratch before? It's this amazing little game engine where you can make different stuff. So today I'm gonna teach you how to, well, just the basics of this. Okay, so first I'm gonna tell you about what these things on the side mean. You might be wondering, what are these things? So I'm going to teach you about some main ones today. We're going to talk about motion, looks, sound, event, and control. Later we're going to talk about sensing, operations, variables, and my blocks later. Okay, but we're just worrying about these ones. Okay, so let's start with motion. So motion is like what helps you like move around. So then you can just like, if you press move 10 steps, then you see the cat right here? The cat's gonna move 10 steps. Okay, so then there are also other motion blocks like this one. Turn 15 degrees. So that means the cat's just gonna turn 15 degrees. Cool, right? Okay. So on this one's is to turn it. So that one was to turn it clockwise. This one's to turn it counterclockwise. So it's gonna turn it back 50 degrees. Okay. So then, they also have go to random position. Do you see this little triangle down here? That means you can add more places, like going to the mouse pointer. But we're gonna talk about some other choices you can do with that block. But for right now, let me show you what it does. See? Puts you in a random position. Put that cat in the random position. Okay, so next we're gonna do the go to. So that means you pick a specific location and that's gonna go to that specific location. Just like that. Next, we're gonna talk about glide 1 second to position, or just glide whenever to position, to random position. So this one's gonna glide the little cat around. So then you can also glide it to the mouse pointer as well. So if you put it up here, there we go. Okay, so then this one's to change the positions by and to change it to. Also, if on edge, it's going to move, like it's gonna bounce. We'll talk about, and then this one is like, it just only rotates to the left and right. Also, it doesn't rotate, or it rotates all around. That's normal, all around. And then, we'll talk about those positions later. Okay, so now we're at the looks. So if the cat says hi, if you want to say hi or other things, you can just press this. So if you don't want the cat to stop saying that, then you can just do hello. And I'll just not until you press the green flag, it won't stop saying that. Son, if you say think, so it's gonna show a thought bubble instead. So then just like just like the speech bubble that also stays until you press the reset it until you like the green flag. So next, there's a switch costume too. So we're gonna have to move to this tab up here, the costumes tab. So this is where you can like draw pictures that your character can like, or as in this case, they're called sprites, can move around. I mean, like, they can like change outfits. And don't get it confused with the drink Sprite. Son, you can also change it to a different one when you use this. Then here's an easier one. Well, it's not easier, it's just a little bit more complex. That it does it in order. So if you have more than one, you are going to alternate between the ones you have. Then it will just reset again. So in backdrops, there are also backdrops. Son, you can. Here, let me just talk about this now. So these are the tools you can use to draw your sprites and backdrops. So this is just to select what you've drawn. This is to paint or like draw anything. Like for example, this. Or you can also draw, and here's the next tool. It's a paint bucket. So fill in any empty space, except for space with nothing around it. So like this space. Then here's the line tool, where you can make straight lines, just like that.
Okay.
Just noting, you can change the thickness of the paintbrush and the line. So and here's a circle, where you can make like circles. And then like actually you can also so it will just fill in this color you pick. Then the outline, you can change the thickness of that. So if I wanted it to be 10, then it can be 10. Then same with the square. And then here's a simple one, just the eraser, where you can erase things like that. Then if you have a shape like this, you can use this tool to like, this is a lot more complicated, where you can edit also the corners. So if you wanted to make like a square with curved corners, then you can do that. Kind of like this. Or you could do a circle with, you can also add other sides. Like, let me show you real quick. You can also add other sides by just clicking on the line to add another side. See? And also just saying if the lines cross, then that means it's gonna be like, if it's filled, it's not gonna be filled, and if it's not filled and it's crossing lines, then it's gonna be filled. Just noting that. Then let me just add another backdrop so we can show you what you can do with this. You can add different backdrops for these. You can switch between backdrops. And then like next costume, you can switch between the backdrops in order. So and you can also, if you want it to be cool, then you can change the size of your sprites. Again, don't get it confused with the soda. So then you, like, see here, the size is 100 right now. And boom. The size is being changed by 20. But then if you do set size to specific percent, let's say I do 20 again, so then it'll just be set to 20. Man, look at how small that is. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about these other ones. The change color. Here, let's just make this back to 100 so you can see it.
Take a pause. Tap right there.
Okay. Gotta go real quick. Okay, I'm back. So let me show you the next thing. This is the set color effect 2 block, where you, as it says, you can just set an effect to that. There are also other effects you can do, like, for example, whirl makes it like swirly. You can set color to 2, then set, like I said, whirl to 0. So then they're both at 0. Okay, so next is clear graphic effects. So if you don't want to just do set color to and think that's just too simple, it's just gonna clear all the effects, and it's like a faster solution. So let's say you have multiple effects at once. See this? Might be wondering, oh no, how do we fix this? Just pick clear graphic effects. It's much easier. So this will be show. Then this is the show block, where it just makes it visible. The sprite visible. So the hide block makes it not visible. Then you can alternate between these. Now we're almost halfway there. So next we're gonna talk about the play sound. So it's gonna So let's go to the sounds tab. See, do you see this cat sound? This is the cat sound right here. So then what you can do is you can make it louder, less loud, faster, which I like doing a lot of times, and making it slower. You can make it sound like a robot, if that's your thing. You can make it in reverse, if that's your thing. You can make it fade out, fade in, fade out. That's your thing. Then you can make it louder and softer, if that's your thing. So then you can also, so then it will just play that sound. Then there's also start sound. So this one is play sound until done, which means it will just play the sound. It will pause the code you've coded, and then it will continue with the code when it's finished this sound. See? So then there's also stop all sounds, which will just stop every single sound playing at the time. Like, let's say, here, let's do See, it just stops it. Then next, there's the change pitch effect, which will change the pitch of sounds. Like, listen now. See, it's a little bit higher. Then we can do it by -10 now. Then if I change it lower. Let's change it back to normal with set pitch effects to 100. Then you can just do, then it can do that. Now it's back to, you can also, this is like to change the volume. So if you want it like softer. And then if you wanted it louder, it'll be a little bit louder. So now there's also the set volume too. Kind of like the set pitch too. It will just do the same thing. But it sets the volume instead of the pitch. So in the volume, we'll talk about that as well later. But now it's time for the, so then this one's just a quick one. So the effects are when the green flag clicked. Here's the first effect and the most common one used. See, if you use, these are events, sorry. Okay, so then if you press the green flag, then your sprite is gonna move forward 10. Simple as that. So then next, it's going to be, next event is gonna be like when a specific key is pressed. Let's say you have a keyboard. So then if you have a keyboard, then you can just press the space bar and now the cat will move. You can also hold down on the space bar and the cat will just basically run away. So then next is going to be when the sprite clicked. So then when you click whatever sprite you have, then when you click that, it's gonna make the meow sound. Okay, so next is one backdrop switches to. So that means when the backdrop switches to that specific backdrop. Let's go back to the backdrops tab. Then now, if I do, let's say we do next backdrop. See? The kitten meowed. The cat meowed. So let's go back. Okay. So now we're going to do, well, I haven't really used this one before, but one loudness. So one loudness, I think you have to use like a microphone or something. Then when you're specifically that loud, then I think it does something, that thing. Okay. Here, let's be a lot, make it a lot louder you have to be. Okay. Okay, I think that's too loud. Okay. let's just try 50. Okay. So I guess that does work with that. Well, so now we're going to go to the messages and events. Well, another really important thing when you're switching between code. So let's connect all this together. If volume is 40, then you're gonna go to the message 1, and then we'll play meow. Hello! See? That sent a message to the when I receive. So it's receiving that message. And then there's the broadcast message and wait. I think it's like, I don't know what this is used. Here, let me see how this works. Hello. I guess it like waits until like, I don't know, like it's transported to all the places it needs to be transported to, even though it transports already to it already transports to automatic to the other when I receive. Well, now we're going into control. This is the last one we're gonna do today. Son, the control the first thing is wait seconds. So you wait specifically that many seconds before it happens. Let's say, wait 1 second, play sound meow until done. So then that waited 1 second. So then let's do this one. Repeat 10. So let's just shorten this to repeat 5. So then if you press this, it's gonna repeat the sound or repeat whatever you put in there 5 times. Or as many times as you pick. So next we're gonna do the forever. So that means it's gonna do this non-stop. As you can see, it's not stopping. So then you can just put this away and it stops. So then there's this if then. We're gonna talk about the if then else, wait until, and repeat until when we find out how to do our sensing operators and variables. So we'll talk about those blocks later. Other than that, let's finish this up real quick. So there's this stop all, which stops everything happening. So let's say it's saying if it's doing meow until done forever, it's gonna, when I press stop, it's gonna immediately stop that. You might be asking, how do you reset this? You just press the green flag. Okay. So then, let's talk about these 3 clone blocks. I have one thing to say though. Even though it literally shows you should put these together, don't put these together. It's going to glitch your game. Trust me. Son, let's do... Okay, so let's do... how about we say... When we click the green flag, we create a clone. Son, with that clone, you can do whatever you want. So you can like make it move 10 steps. See? That clone's right there. Then you can do it over and over again. Then you can also do delete this clone. How about you do like walk this many steps, then you like delete the clone. I think maybe you have to like if I stop at last second, then you'll be able to see the clone. Then it just disappears. Then if you want to reset the clones, just press green flag. I think maybe, what do you have to, oh, it's because when you click the green flag, you add a clone. Oh, so now you can just do that. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and tune in for part 2.